Ah, shit. Looks like we were too late. Well, it's okay though because Ridley has been defeated, which means we've defeated all of the generals of the space pirates. So that means we can access Torian 2, where their base of operations is.
Yeah,
Ridley
man.
ate the baby Metroid.
I-
Gulp.
That's definitely not what they're planning on doing with it, Carrie.
Gulp.
Ridley already ate it.
What does he gain
man.
from doing that?
Nourishment.
He'll probably be eaten from the inside out.
Well, okay, so there's that, but there's also just the fact that, like, I'm pretty sure he'd get a pink slip for that.
Pink slip.
He would get fired, yeah.
Oh, he has a boss.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
not
yeah,
the boss.
Yeah. Ridley's
No.
just one of the generals of the space pirate. He's not the leader. The leader is Mother Brain.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we did destroy Mother Brain back then, but someone's got to be calling the shots.
You know what my favorite thing is about these jumpy guys?
Is it me?
Yeah. No.
Aw.
They're just like the roided up versions of the guys from like in the beginning of the game.
They have spikes growing out of their legs for some
They
reason.
do, and their legs
Wow.
are fucking huge. We're talking like all muscle.
Almost.
Literally, I'd love to hire those guys for long jump, if I could.
For long jump.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. You know how fucking. You know if they go over the sand pit, they just fly into the stands and attack people. And
Like a
number
different
five.
church web.
And number 5, Kecklork from Norfair.
Okay.
Jumps. Clears the stand. Absolute. Oh my god, he's in the stands.
I think he may have killed a couple of audiences.
That's okay. Just entire audience. Yep. Just wiped him out. Oh god. No, he's attacking the French section. Be me in France. I say, wow, I'm in France. A French guy comes up and beats the shit out of me by merit of me not speaking French.
I was just about to say that. I was literally just about to say that if you didn't.
And as I scream Sacre Bleu, they stop. And then I say merci, and they're like, je ne parle français, and I say, non, and they continue to beat the shit out of me.
And you pronounce the N at the end.
Yeah. That's the joke.
I know, it's funny.
Instead of saying no.
No.
Non.
No.
So I was looking up church websites, and this church has their tax ID on their website. I'm not sure why they have.
Oh, that's not safe.
Why'd you put your tax ID number?
You fools. Jesus doesn't care about you. Your taxes
I
are
don't
now
understand.
mine.
It's because Jesus pays the taxes for them, so it's safe for them to... I'm not even going to say
That's why
that.
churches are tax exempt. That's actually fake.
Oh.
Churches do pay some taxes. We
Yes.
pay employment taxes and property tax. I think we.
I
no,
still
I
think the
don't know
fact
about
that
but
churches are exempt from taxes is a little... I don't know. It's
I
just
think
a
it's
personal...
I think it's extremely important.
I believe the word that you're looking for, Gabe, is antiquated.
I don't think so, because most churches are tiny little, like, I mean, okay, like a Joel Osteen church, yes, please tax it, it's a business, but most
That's what I
churches
mean.
are
When
so
we're talking-
small.
When we're talking
Like,
about...
people don't understand, the majority of churches are tiny and would not be able to stay afloat if they weren't tax exempt.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
Well, what I- when
Most,
I
church, most
obviously
churches
mean,
aren't these, like, corrupt megachurch businesses. They're just, like, little things.
No, and that's why I was moving to the topic of saying, like, there's,
I
like,
have
you know,
big feelings about
churches,
people who think we need to tax churches.
churches of faith, and then, like, churches of business, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where, like, one is very obviously, like, Carrie says, for example, like, small, like, that's fine, that's cool,
Which are most
honestly.
of the churches.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like a
Yeah,
place
I believe
of
that's
worship.
most of the churches.
It's a place of worship. But once you got these, like, ginormo, like, there's, like, automatic, like, like super, like, the lights, and has, like, like, shows in there.
Yeah,
They're,
like pastors
It's
live
more or
in
less.
mansions
It's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much. It's pretty much just like a. It's pretty much just a Walmart with a church inside.
Yeah.
Yes. Then,
Which
like,
so
yeah.
many people think that's like what churches are, and I'm like, no, it's just a small handful of them, but they get all the press, and I think they're terrible, but still, it's like, that's not, I promise that is not what American Christianity is mostly
Well, you
like.
know, it's it's very much American, like to generalize everything when they see one thing.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were going
I
to
don't
say
think
it
that's
exemplifies
just
the
an
worst of
American
American
thing. I just
culture, and
think
I would
that's
have
just
agreed
super
with you.
common in America.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes to both of your statements.
thanks. I'm amazed you heard them simultaneously.
I have when it comes. Okay, so look, when I was in comedy sports in high school, there was a game that we played called Story, where basically like, whenever the ref pointed to you, you had to like tell a story that was like established, right? So you could like introduce characters or whatever. Basically, you were like building on a story that like other, you know, members of the
Oh,
team
hey, I
were
can
like
kill Choots
making.
now.
Choo choo. Um, and so in that game, basically, like in the last round, the ref points at both of you, and you just got to keep talking. You just got to keep going with the story. And then they'll like pull away one of their arms from one of the players, and like that's their story. So you like, I had to get really good at like hearing myself and then like hearing the other person. So like, if they had an idea that I liked, I could like steal it like mid sentence, and then like just keep going, and then the ref would like point to me or point to them. But like, I don't know. I guess I got really good at like, whenever 2 points are being thrown at me, I just like can kind of hear them both.
Gabe utilized evolution and grew a second brain, so one
Yeah.
ear is attached to one brain and the other ear is attached to the other brain, and they can both process what they hear separately.
And they're both really smooth, so when I get a concussion, instead of just like knocking against my skull, they just roll around inside. I am the ultimate heel.
I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of this thing I did in like 4th grade. So I was part of the So okay. So everyone knows about like the gifted programs, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah. In elementary school, they're just fun activities that kids who did well on one test get to do.
Yeah.
In middle school, they fucking suck. But
Yes, they're bad.
I thought our middle school, I think, didn't even have one. All I remember was them in elementary school.
Well, you see, that's the thing. So, to put it bluntly, okay, my elementary school years could best be described as someone who knew a lot, but was not good at learning things unless I wanted to. And also just like I'm not very good at I'm not and never have been very good at math, okay?
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I pretty much crush everything related to like reading, writing, and literature in school. Because those are where my talents lie, okay? But
Yeah,
that was enough
absolutely.
to get me into that program. So here's the problem, okay? In middle school, it's no longer fun activities you get to do. It's basically become, here's some additional assignments that are added to your thing because, like, clearly you're mentally equipped for them, even if you're not.
Yeah.
And this drove me insane, okay? Because the thing is, there were like certain assignments in classes where it's like, by the way, that fucking
Secret wall
is ridiculous, and I only found it by total accident because I wanted to do something fun. Anyway, so like they'll add like. So it's like, if you're part of the gifted course, in addition to the assignment, we also have this bit for you. Now, the people who aren't in the gifted course can also do that, and if they do that, they get, like, tons of extra credit. I'm like, well, I have to do it. Do I get extra credit for doing it? It's like, no, you don't get extra credit for doing what you're supposed to.
Yeah. That's
So weird.
And worth noting, I was not doing well in a lot of classes, so I'm someone who needed that extra credit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not fair. It's like they're like, oh man, these people are smart. Let's give them extra boxes to tick off instead of, actually giving them things that'll challenge and enrich them.
Yeah. And also because, like, there's also the problem where, like, telling you that you're a gifted kid, at least this is the case for me, I can't speak for other people, but it, like, created the impression that, like, I'm just, like, it just, like, created this impression in my head that, like, oh, I just know what there is to know, or something, and I just kind of, like, didn't really apply myself to learning. And, like, in addition to that, it's like, since there were, like, it got to the point where like all the stuff that I was able to figure out naturally, once that ran out, I just got stuck, and that's why I didn't do super well in middle school by comparison.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point I was trying to make is in elementary school, it comes with fun activities. And one of these was a little writing program where you pretty much created your own story, and then next week you handed the story to someone else to continue it. And this happened like 4 times.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's interesting, although I'll admit I was kind of like, sometimes I was a little peeved when I saw like the way that somebody like took a story that I wrote in just a stupid direction.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing you can do about it, but still.
It's the problem with assumptions. It's like you assume or you want a story to go one way, but then it goes the other way, and you're like, gosh.
I remember the one that I started ended with it was all just a dream.
Oh, well, it's elementary school,
no.
so, you know.
Yeah, it's elementary school, but you cannot believe how annoyed I was about that.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Oh my god.
Like when they do their take to the camera.
I think. Okay, I know Nolan was in that, and I think Will was too. So they might be able to have I think they both did that too.
Very cold.
But anyway, yeah, it was a fun activity in principle, but like it comes to the point where you're like dealing with a bunch of like 10-year-olds who are very much just making shit up as they go, and that includes me, I'd like to add.
Yeah, of course.
But
I like how their spirits fly out. You can see them.
Yeah, that's the way
yeah,
you know
that's interesting.
Yeah, he did it.
No, the office photo.
It's like, man, look at the statue falling down. You're gonna go there.
No, Craig's actually really, really torn up about it.
And he's like, oh, I could. He's like trying to be mean to like cope with his feelings. See you later,
Love that.
losers.
All right, here we are in the final area of the game, Torian 2, the sequel.
Ooh.
Electric Boogaloo.
The quest for more money.
The quest for more money. The quest for more Torian. The quest for
moratorium.
The quest for Morian.
Anyway, that's my that's basically my a combination between like fun reminiscing and also my rant towards the way public school does certain things.
Oh, yeah, Metroid.
Yeah,
Looks like they found a way to clone. Looks like they found a way to clone them.
The onion rings are back too. Yeah, those failed cloning experiments led to successful cloning experiments. So now we just have more fucking Metroids, even though Samus drove them almost entirely extinct in the last game.
So her love for a baby Metroid basically made her efforts completely not worth it.
The thing is, Samus actually had it delivered to a research station to see if Metroid DNA could be used for any peaceful applications.
Yeah.
Don't worry. If anything, the Metroid community loves making Samus into a maternal figure.
Well, okay, I feel like they kind of
God.
asked for it because of that baby Metroid.
And also, like, that's not to say Samus didn't treat it like a child.
No. She very much, you know.
The baby pretty much did think of Samus as its mom, so...
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus,
though,
I mean,
if we're gonna talk, I'd rather not talk about like extremely maternal stuff and Metroid right now. Like, we'll save it when we get to that game.
Oh, did they go crazy with it?
M? Or rather, other M?
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, to put things into perspective, I'm just gonna keep it like very simple. Metroid Other M on the Wii is a game that tried to be extremely ambitious and it tries to have extremely ambitious and deep storytelling, and just completely drops the ball on it.
Yeah, which sucks because like the gameplay is pretty nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, pretty nice, but
it's like a rare case where the story just kind of brings the whole thing down.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that on their first playthrough you can't skip cutscenes.
Nope. They want you to see what's happening.
Anyway,
these are the best jumpers.
But they're not damaging Samus.
No.
And Samus isn't damaging them. They're friends.
They're the worst.
Oh
jumpers.
shit, that's a Chozo? No, that's a chorizo actually. And well, it's not anything anymore.
Therese no more, bro.
Are they actually
Therese
called
nuts.
Oh, God,
Oh,
man.
shoot! Oh, never mind. It was just sand.
Literally just ash. Well, that guy up there too, and he's just
If
bone.
it's
Oh, this
that means
guy's
something
okay.
came through.
So,
Oh.
Gabe, like, let's bring him over to do. Oh shit! Oh, ah!
Uh-oh, that's a big one.
It's a big Metroid.
Why is it so big?
Why isn't the ice beam working on it?
Bam, bam. I like how they use those.
Oh my gosh. I really have the perfect sound effect for what I'm currently experiencing.
Eh?
Wow.
But it's the
Oh.
dickhead finished me off at least.
You are going to sit there and die slowly and
It
painfully.
was 1 health point. Wait, is that her little baby one?
That's the baby Metroid.
That's the baby. It got pretty big.
It only just realized, like, it's been. I think it was like, it was exposed to like some sort of chemical and became big. Probably a side effect of all the cloning.
Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But anyway, at the last minute, it recognized Samus and just kind of left out in a feeling of remorse.
Samus gonna have to kill her child.
No, she's not,
That'd be a
because
bit-
as
that'd
you
be a
It's going to
saw,
kill itself.
as you saw, the baby Metroid
Immune to the
realized
ice
what
beam.
it did and just noped the fuck out of there.
And also is, immune to the ice beam and missiles.
So really, what we're gonna like the next part of the game is basically centered around approaching the baby Metroid and reconciling.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to family therapy. Get the child's trauma sorted out.
I don't think we need family therapy. We already oh shit, boss door.
Boss door.
The last boss door.
The final boss door. And he's dead. Goodbye. That was it. That was the boss. Now
Oh, I said the boss door.
Yeah, the boss baby. Alec Baldwin.
They tried to make cookies are for closers into like some sort of iconic line, and it didn't stick. Somebody in charge of that movie actually probably thought that was like the best thing ever.
Dude, they really thought they're like, yeah.
They
this
thought
shit's
they were
gonna
sitting on a
fucking be
marketable
it.
gold mine. You can tell. They thought this was gonna be. I mean, I guess it's not DreamWorks, but I was gonna say they thought it was gonna be the next Shrek.
Yeah. Ugh.
They're making the Mario movie.
Yep.